Welcome back to The Buzz, our first show of the 2021 fall semester. I'm certainly excited that it's happening again. I'm Caleb Yauger. I'm joined alongside Victoria Zaczyk and Nick Staso. We have a lot to discuss today. We're going to be talking about new additions to campus like the Chick-FIl-A and The Nest. We're also going to be talking about hidden talents and dad jokes. Don't worry, you don't want to miss it. You're watching The Buzz right here on WCTV. Welcome back to The Buzz on WCTV. We're going to talk about our first topic here. Lots of new additions to the campus of Waynesburg for the 2021 fall semester. We have the addition of the Chick-FIl-A and The Nest, the new campus bookstore. And Victoria, we're going to start with you. Let's start with the Chick-FIl-A. The long-awaited restaurant has finally come to the campus of Waynesburg. What are your thoughts? Have you enjoyed it so far?
So to be honest, I haven't really had Chick-FIl-A before campus. I had it twice in my life, and I wasn't too big of a fan. But I went down there a few times over this past semester, definitely on Mondays and Wednesdays because I have a 2 o'clock class. And I'll go down and get the 8-piece chicken nugget or Chick-FIl-A nugget and a milkshake.
All right, Nick, have you enjoyed Chick-FIl-A being on campus?
Absolutely. Chick-FIl-A on campus is a huge win for Waynesburg University. We had, a little bit, we didn't know whether it was going to open last year or this year due to COVID, and now that it's here, it's a huge win for Waynesburg. My go-to meal is the grilled chicken nuggets with either a milkshake, like Victoria said, or a Sobe Life water.
Yeah, for me, my go-to order, it usually depends on the day, but I like to eat a lot. So what I'll usually do is I'll take a #1 Chick-FIl-A sandwich, I'll do a large fry, and I'll do a 12-count nugget, or I might do 2 sandwiches and a large fry, but if I'm really feeling dangerous, I go with the cookies and cream milkshake because, oh my gosh, it is so, so delicious. But if we were to have another restaurant on campus, if we were to have another restaurant or some kind of different food bar or something, what would you put on campus next? Victoria, we'll go with you.
Moe's. I love their queso and I love their tacos and all of that. Mm-hmm. I'll be honest, I am not a Chipotle fan though.
Really?
Yeah, I'd rather have Moe's.
Okay, what about you, Nick? Are you a Moe's or Chipotle guy?
So I'm split between the two. So I love Moe's. I'm huge Moe's guys, don't get me wrong. Chipotle is usually what I get after I get a workout in. It's a healthier option, but to say one is better than the other is a very hard decision to make. Personally, I'm gonna have to say Chipotle, but that's just me. So Chipotle guy.
Yeah, for me, the general thought that I had, you touched on something that I've been thinking about is the next thing that I kind of want to see is either a taco or a burrito bar, some kind of Mexican style grill. That would be awesome. The next ideal thing for the campus of Waynesburg. But we're gonna move on to the next topic of discussion, which is the Nest. And this has caused a little bit of controversy on campus, I'm not gonna lie. So what are your thoughts on the Nest?
To be honest, I don't like the new location at all. I rather have it in Stover because it's more of a friendly spot on campus, because in Stover you have the campus police, you have the Christian based, you have the Beehive, you have the 3rd floor with the counseling center. I don't like the new location because it feels like it's cramped. Stover was more of a open. I went down there a few times and I felt like I was having claustrophobic. I was tight. I didn't like it. I had to leave within 2 seconds of being in the building, I felt like. But I do they did try to have a bigger venue, although it feels like it's more cramped.
No, I totally get that. What about you, Nick?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Victoria. I don't like it. I personally don't like it at all. walking into Stover, that's one of the first things you would see on campus is our campus bookstore. Like Victoria said, it's that you could walk through the aisles, you could find your books you need, find the clothes you need, not feel claustrophobic. I'm not saying I hate the Nest. I think it's a nice venue for what they're going for. It's just very cramped, but the selection of items that they now have at the Nest, I do like it more than what they had in Stover. It's just a toss-up, but personally, no, I don't like it.
I agree with a lot of you guys are saying. I do think that they had a lot more space in Stover in that first floor, and you could just walk in. It was really nice and kind of convenient. The location is kind of a pain, but I guess living in Williston, it's a lot easier for me to go up there. But I did go into the store, and it does feel a little cramped, but I think it's kind of kind of a cute thing that they're doing with it, where they fixed up the floor, they're kind of fixing up the walls, and I do like the inventory that they have now, and you guys mentioned that. And they're also trying to add Rudy's Place on the second floor. What do you guys think of that idea? And I heard that there's like pinball machines, and they're going to have some cornhole in the front. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's an awesome idea because it's going to bring us students together more on campus, and having your friends meet other friends. And friends in college is where you make your longtime friends, I feel like. It's also nice, like if you're having a study break, you can go down there and play a cornhole game, like Caleb said, or any other games up there. I think we're gonna have a better of a community on campus with this new hangout on campus. How about you, Nick?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with what you said. It did sound very interesting when they said Rudy's Place. I didn't quite understand what it was or where it was until Caleb, you told me that it's at the top of the Nest. And now that I keep hearing more and more things about it, it sounds pretty interesting. Like you said, it's like a game room, almost like a community room for students. But I personally think that it's a good idea, and we'll see where it goes.
And we'll have one more question. So we're talking about the Nest and talking about buying things with the inventory there. What are your guys' usual things that you like to buy in the store?
I like to buy the pocket card holders because my ID is right there on my phone on the back of my wallet. It just makes it more of a easy accessible to get in and out of buildings like my dorm room. I like to buy some shirts throughout, and I like to buy my parents' shirts for Christmas. It's a good way, like a good gift for Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely. The pocket card holders is definitely a good purchase. Personally, I'm a huge winter guy, so I like to go, this is just overall, I like to go shopping for clothes that are for like a season that's going to happen. So for in summer, I'll go buy winter clothes because they usually have them on sale. So usually when I went into Stover, I would buy sweatpants or a sweatshirt. But this year it's been a little hot, so I did buy a pair of shorts down at the Nest. But yeah, definitely a huge winter guy.
Big winter guy. But I personally, I love the card holder on the back of the phone. It's so convenient because I can easily lose my ID card, and I don't want to have it separate in a pocket. I just want it with my phone, so I can just take it out, put it into my door, and then put it back in. But that's going to wrap up our discussion for the Nest and Chick-fil-A. But when we come back, we're going to talk about hidden talents right here on The Buzz.
We're keeping up to date with what you need to know about issues that affect our campus and our community. We're telling the stories that matter, celebrating our past, our future, and our potential. So tune in for all the latest buzz right here on WCTV Channel 14, Waynesburg. You're watching WCTV, where we aim to bring you the best local coverage of what you care about most. Everything from local businesses to hometown sports and the latest weather. We're keeping up to date with what you need to know about issues that affect our campus and our community. We're telling the stories that matter, celebrating our past, our future, and our potential. So tune in for all the latest buzz right here on WCTV Channel 14, Waynesburg.
we just wrapped up our discussion about the new edition of Chick-fil-A and The Nest on Waynesburg's campus. But one of the most anticipated events on Waynesburg's campus is Woo Idol, and that's going to be taking place in this upcoming Friday and the next Friday after that. So it's going to be a long anticipated, long waited for event. But it's a showcase of hidden talents, and we kind of thought of the idea of taking it to the buzz as well. Do you guys have any hidden talents that people may not know about? Victoria, we're going to start with you.
I don't really have hidden talents, but back in elementary and middle school, I got into hula hooping a lot. I actually was on a talent show kind of based thing at my school with like 20 other kids that was hula hooping. Don't know how I got on it, don't know why, but I did it. I actually have a custom-made hula hoop.
Really?
Yeah,
awesome.
It's custom-made for me. I made it myself. I made the tape on it. I got it back in my 6th grade year of middle school.
What kind of oh, sorry, go ahead.
I still have it to this day, and I won't get rid of it.
Okay, and what kind of materials do you use to make a hula hoop?
It's just a plastic circle, really, and then you put grip tape on it to make, so you have a better grip when you're hula hooping. I actually went into practices with hula hooping, and I would be able to bring it down from my neck to my feet on one leg for a few seconds, and then bring it back up to my neck.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I can't do that anymore, because once I hit like high school, I said screw hula hooping, but I do miss being able to go into my living room when no one's home and make routines. I would pull up Spotify, hit whatever song I want, and just dance when no one's home, because I was like that embarrassed kid. Like, I don't want to do this in front of my parents. And I'm like, okay, mom, dad, leave, please, because like I want to like it's kind of a workout, to be honest. It makes all your muscles move at the same time. And I would do cartwheels, and I would do like these weird moves that my sister would teach me when I was younger. But other than that, I don't really have a secret talent, but I do wish I could.
So now, when you talk about hula hooping, is there what kind of different competitions do you go into? Is there like duration or just like tricks, or like do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't do competition.
Oh, it's just you just did it for fun.
It was more of me going outside in front of my house on the front yard with my hula hoop and just showing the cars driving past, because I lived on a really busy road, and just like, oh, look at me, I'm 5, 10, 15, how old ever I was, with these trick moves, and I would actually have people honk their horns.
Wow.
Because I would be upside down with my hoop on my foot in a back bend or something weird. That's
cool. I can barely keep the hula hoop like on my waist.
Yeah.
Like, I can do it for maybe 10 seconds, and then it's like, okay, this is a workout.
I can't even go 10 seconds. So yeah.
All right, yeah. Nick, we're going to go over you. What hidden talents do you have?
So it's not really a hidden talent, but for the longest time, from when I was 5 years old to just about a couple years ago, I actually used to be huge into musical theater. I've performed in shows in Pittsburgh, Newsies. I've been in Newsies. I've been in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. But yeah, I'm a huge theater nerd. Might not look like it, but if you ask me a theater question, I 9 times out of 10 can answer your question. But I'm a huge music person, huge theater geek, and so yeah, that's about it, really.
Okay, do you want to give us a little sample of?
Oh gosh, no.
No?
Can't right now. No.
Okay, we'll go over to this question. What out of the musicals that you've done, what's your favorite that you've been a part of?
So definitely professional wise, definitely Newsies. But a show that I was a lead character in was Beauty and the Beast. I played Lumiere, the candlestick, who sings "Be Our Guest," you know, the big song. But definitely a split between those two. Newsies is all about, you know, dancing, acrobats, and singing at the same time. So definitely, it probably has to be Newsies, just because it's a boy's dream to be in that show, because it's all guys, and it's historically accurate about the Newsies strike in the early 1900s. But definitely Newsies.
Okay. And I mean, for my hidden talent, I mean, I like Nick, I did theater in high school, and I enjoyed participating in that. And music's been a part of my life, but out of the past few years of my life, I've been trying to study Spanish, and I've been trying to develop my skills and everything like that. So I'm not fluent by any means. but I've just been trying to kind of progress in whatever ways I can. Like over the summer, I worked with like Mexicans, and I've just been trying to, like I said, develop my language skills and try to pick up a second language. So I guess that would be my hidden talent, I guess.
Yeah.
But so we're going to be going over to somebody that you kind of look up to as a role model. So as somebody who has a lot of talent that you just say, wow, they're amazing at what they do. Victoria?
Could it be like my grandma then?
Sure. Yeah.
She just was really into with my childhood. She would have me do weird things, like she would have a small piano and just like figure it out. I'm like, okay. She was just more of a, here, try this, try that, whatever you want. My parents were the same. I more did the sports than instruments. I do wish I was able to do guitar. 5th grade, I would learn guitar for like 2 weeks, and I got out of it right away. I couldn't understand the different strings and all of that. But I didn't really have a huge role model on talent besides YouTubers. I would always watch YouTube and figure that out.
All right, Nick, who do you look up to?
So, as an actor, I would say one of the actors who have inspired me just in this past decade, I could say, is Robert Downey Jr. When Robert Downey Jr. was younger, he had a lot of problems. Like we probably heard about, his abuse, or not his abuse, but his addiction and everything like that. And he was almost not given the role of Iron Man because of that. Mm-hmm. And so they took a huge gamble on Robert Downey Jr. and he took the Iron Man role. And now look at what we have in 10 years. We have the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's an amazing actor. He's an amazing guy. He's a Steelers fan. I just found that. Yeah, he's a huge Steelers fan. And I relate. I wanted to be like him because he's such a great actor. He's funny, and I don't know. I would say Robert Downey Jr. most definitely. Mm-hmm.
And I am a person who plays guitar, and somebody that I really look up to for a little bit of time here is John Mayer. Like, I'm a big John Mayer. Do you guys know who John Mayer is?
Yes.
Yeah, he sings Gravity, Slow Dancing in a Burning Room. He just released a new album, which I'm absolutely obsessed with, but I think his playing is just absolutely amazing in the way he kind of expresses himself in all of his songs. But that's going to wrap up our discussion on hidden talents, and we come back, we're going to take a little bit of a turn here and tell some dad jokes, but please don't go away. You're watching The Buzz.
Have you ever been to the Everly Library? If not, you should, because it's great. They have books of all different genres: history, biography, fiction. Try The Evolution of Life, Life of Pi, or Jurassic Park. So what if books aren't your thing? Try movies, like Frozen, or TV shows, like Lost. Books and DVDs aren't the only thing, though. Take a trip to the 2nd floor. Welcome to the Writing Center. These tutors will tell you everything you need to know about writing a paper, and they'll help revise your essays. Now let's head back down. Behold, the Knox Learning Center. Need to print something out 5 minutes before your next class because you procrastinated? No problem. You can also print off pictures of dogs. Because, well, you can. So grab your homework, laptop, and textbook, and study diligently. Bring your lunch too. Actually, you can't. That's illegal. Now you know the Everly Library. Stop by anytime. Seriously, it's open all week.
Welcome back to The Buzz on WCTV for our final segment of the day, Dad Jokes. We are going to see how this is going to play out, but we are ready to go. We each have 2 dad jokes to tell, and we'll see who comes out on top with the best one. All right, Victoria, give us your first joke.
My first joke has some background, so I'm taking business and professional speaking this semester with Doug Wilson. And our whole thing this semester is that each student has to say a dad joke before class starts. So this was mine for the very first day. What did the buffalo say to his son when he left for college? Bye, son.
That's a good one. That's Classic. It's a good Classic. One. That's a good one. So I guess I'll just do mine. Yeah. All right. How does a man on the moon cut his hair? he clips it.
Oh man.
These are so bad.
That's the epitome of a dad joke. All right, those are pretty good. All right. I don't know if I can follow those. But did you guys go to the wedding with the two antennas that got married? Oh my gosh, you should have been there. The reception was great. Man.
Oh my gosh. That was good.
All right.
I liked it.
All right, that was round 1. Now we got round 2. Victoria, go ahead.
What did the drummer call his quadruplet daughters? And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4.
That was really good. I really liked that
okay,
one.
that was really good.
I literally cannot follow that up. That was really good. Okay, how does Moses make his coffee? He brews it.
Good job.
See, it's not as good. Right? You know, that was
biblical joke.
That was happy.
We know that one so much here.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'll go with my last one if I can get it together. All right. Did you guys hear about the actress that got stabbed?
Mm-mm.
What was her name? She was on Legally Blonde.
Oh, Reese Witherspoon?
No, it was with her knife.
Good job. I like that one.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
You're
Now,
gonna rank them.
now that we're going to try to compose ourselves a little bit here. This is interesting. You never thought you'd see this, but we're gonna rank the top ones that we thought that took the prize. So Victoria, which one took the prize for you?
Your last one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it definitely has to be Victoria's second one, in a 1 and a 2. That was good. I really liked that one.
All right, coming down the last one. Drum roll, please. I gotta go with the drum roll one too. Like that just caught me so off guard.
It was so good. I was like, where is she going with this? That was really good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Google.
Thanks, Google.
All right, we want to thank you, Nick and Victoria, for being on The Buzz today. And speaking of The Buzz, you can tune into The Buzz on WCTV every other 2 weeks on Thursdays, right here on WCTV. Have a great night.
This has been a production of Waynesburg Community Television.